We say it here time and time again. If you see something, say something.
Period.
It could save someone's life. Or, in today's case, it helped catch a killer before they could get away with it. Welcome back to Justice For. We're your host. I'm Jackie.
And I'm Sam.
Y'all are not ready for today's episode.
Well, after what I just put y'all through the past couple of weeks, maybe we are ready.
Oh yeah, this is probably going to be a little bit more tame compared to that. Maybe a little bit. First, shameless plug. Like, follow, subscribe everywhere at justiceforpodcast.com. Apple, Spotify, YouTube, TikTok. Our TikTok's growing over there.
Oh my gosh, yes. Welcome to everyone who is joining us.
Yes, welcome to all of our new listeners. We're so glad to have you here.
All that stuff. Hopefully by this time, tickets for our live show are live and ready for sale.
And if it is, the link will be in the description below, along with our code for our holiday merch collection and our Black Friday sale, which is still going on. I know it's December, but we're just calling it a Black Friday sale still because that's easy.
Yeah, it's just a Christmas sale. It's 15% off, free shipping. We have our holiday merch. I'm not wearing it. I don't know why I'm pointing at myself. I am wearing merch, though. But our holiday merch t-shirts are 15. T-shirts are 15. Crew necks are 20. That's a hell of a good deal.
Just in the holiday collection alone. Everything else is still normal, but there's a 15% off discount and free shipping. Who does not love it?
I agree. If you were at our previous live show, you still have your code also. That's still good through the end of the year. And that was 25%. Just saying. Yeah. So take advantage of it.
Take advantage. Get you some holiday merch. Put a little Justice For under the Christmas tree.
And then wear it to our next live show.
We want to take a group picture with everybody in their merch. So
yes,
be in our picture.
Please.
All right. Let's get into this.
All right.
From the outside, Angela and James Craig seemed to have the perfect life. A successful dental practice that allowed Angela to stay at home with their 6 kids. They went on vacation. Every Friday night was date night, and they were constantly outside doing some sort of activity. A true Colorado family, if you will. Not my family, but a Colorado family.
Not my family. Not anyone I personally know.
we are not a Patagonia family.
That's a lie. I guess my in-laws are technically like that. They're just not from here.
I saw something this holiday season that was like, before you get married, you need to check if your new in-laws are Christmas mimosa people or 5K people.
They're definitely mimosa people, so we're good.
Yes, so are my in-laws. They seem to have it all. That is until Angela suddenly fell ill with a mysterious illness that resulted in multiple hospital stays. Doctors worked tirelessly to figure out what was wrong with her. She would get better, and then she would get sick again. And each time was more severe than the last. In just 12 days, Angela Craig went from being a healthy, active 43-year-old mother of 6 to being pronounced dead in the ICU. The cause of her death and the person responsible would shock not only doctors, but an entire community.
I know about this. Kind of. I know like this much.
She does.
I've read the headlines.
It's a Colorado episode, guys. So she knows the headlines because you can't not in this state with what I'm about to tell you guys about.
You have a knack for doing these kinds of cases. Have you pieced that together?
I did while I was writing this case. I really did. Y'all know what she means by that in a minute. Today's case is out of Aurora, Colorado, which is a suburb of Denver. And normally, this is where we add really cool facts and nice things about the city we're talking about.
There's literally nothing nice about Aurora.
But it's Aurora. So if you live in Colorado, you understand. For those of you who are not familiar with Aurora, there's nothing special about it. It is a suburb. It's a part of the Denver metro area. That is it. I heard Dateline call it the gateway to the Rockies. And I had to pause and laugh for 5 minutes.
It's not even near the mountains.
No, but I think they had to come up with something to say about Aurora.
I have something nice, I have more nice things to say about Pueblo than I do about Aurora.
Agreed. At least they have a river walk.
They have a lake we can go hang out in.
Yes.
They have some pretty good Mexican food down there.
Buckle up, buttercups, because we are jumping right in. However you feel necessary.
Passenger.
Okay, passenger princess.
80s. Back.
Loving it. The year is 2023. James Craig is a dentist who runs his own dental practice. His wife Angela is a stay-at-home mom to their 4 remaining kids that live at home, giving her the opportunity to homeschool 2 of them. Why only 2? I don't know. I think it's the younger ones.
Yeah.
The oldest 2 children are grown and they live out on their own. As if, having 6 kids and doing all of that did not keep her busy enough, Angela was really hands-on in the dental practice. She liked to know what was going on, and she even used to work at the practice before deciding to stay home full-time.
God, they started having kids like right away.
Yeah, they were married for like 23 years. They met like college.
Period.
It's funny, she's from Dodge City, Kansas, and her joke was, I'm marrying James to get the hell out of Dodge. And I thought that was really funny. Like, she had just like that fun wit about her.
That's funny. They started having kids right away if she is 2 grown and she's only 43.
Yeah.
All right.
So she used to work at the practice before deciding to stay home permanently with the kids, which I mean, with 6 kids, how are you not staying home? Which contributed largely to their house becoming the hangout house.
Period.
The garage door was constantly open with kids coming and going and always hanging around the house doing something. The Craig family, they were really committed and active in the Mormon church as well. Angela was the choir director and a youth leader.
Really?
Yeah, because
in Colorado?
Yeah, how does this woman have time? So anyway, they were just a very active family.
Okay.
So it's no surprise that they ate pretty healthy as a family as a whole, and every day James and Angela had a protein shake containing vitamins, caffeine, and other supplements to start their day off.
It's not truth.
By all appearances, they were the perfect couple. Friday night date nights, the kids who played sports, they were active in their church, she was a youth leader, you know. They were
teeth.
Yeah, they were living the dream.
Right.
But you know what they say, looks can be very deceiving. In December of 2022, Angela caught James having an affair. You see, James was on the dating websites.
James.
And of course, James apologized and said he would never do it again. And due to Angela's faith, she didn't believe in divorce. So she decided to forgive James and work on rebuilding their trust in their relationship.
The scandalous.
Right? The only person that Angela confided in about James's affairs was her sister Toni.
Okay. Do we like Toni?
Yes.
Okay.
But here's the thing. James never deleted his dating profile. He continued to start various relationships, telling them that he was in the process of getting a divorce and he was living separately in his own apartment. Oh yeah, I should mention, James wasn't on like OkCupid or Tinder.
Uh-huh.
James was on Seeking.com.
Oh.
He was seeking sugar babies.
I mean...
So...
I'm sorry.
Well, I just need you to hold on to this, because later we're going to talk about James' finances.
Oh, period. Okay.
He started multiple different relationships, and I mean, he bought one woman's daughter a car, and she received around $15,000 in gifts from him over the couple months. Another woman received about $8,000 from him, mostly in Venmo transactions. Nothing was ever serious, as a sugar baby relationship should be. Each fling lasted a few weeks to a month or so, because James would often try to cross romantic boundaries that are a no-no in the sugar baby world. So they would cut it off for other things.
Apparently, I don't have experience in the sugar baby world, so I don't know.
I mean, you're not supposed to he's the love bombing type, I do believe. And I feel like he wanted more than just like, these girls are like, give me my bag. And he's like, but I want to love you and spend time with you and make a relationship. Yeah.
Got it. That's all you needed to say.
And James was pretty content with his sugar babies. That is until the end of February 2023, when James attends a dental conference in Las Vegas. While there, he meets Karen Kane, a orthodontist from Texas who was also going through a divorce. The two instantly clicked while at the conference.
You can't say also going through a divorce when he's not going through a divorce.
But she thought he was.
Disgusting.
What's even more disgusting is over a 3-day conference, they started a whole relationship and were making plans to meet up again and keep whatever this was going on.
Bro, that's what happened in Step Brothers, though.
Yeah. So when James gets home from Vegas, he creates a new email account called Jim and Waffles. So James liked to go by Jim, but I'm refusing to let him go by his nickname, and I'm just referring to him as his government name this whole time because it's more fun for me.
Jim and Waffles?
Jim and Waffles is his email account.
Is Waffles his cat or some shit?
I have no idea. How much you want to bet it was like one of the prompted emails that popped up? For like an idea to like make your thing.
Those are fun.
So he makes this email account to communicate with Karen. Among other things, like booking flights for Karen to Colorado to visit him. And in fact, he booked her a flight for March 8th through the 10th.
Okay.
While he's at it, he decides to hop on Google and search undetectable poisons. And can you order arsenic on Amazon? Also, does arsenic show up in an autopsy? And how do you make murder look like a heart attack?
Wait, can you order arsenic on Amazon?
James then orders arsenic on Amazon.
Are you fucking... Oh my god, okay.
Oh, yeah.
How should you get that on Amazon?
I don't know. He did it.
Like, I want to search, but I'm not going to, even though I really want to.
That's weird.
Okay, go on.
I should also mention he's doing all of this after hours at the dental practice in a computer in exam room 9 instead of on his office computer, a computer at home, or his phone.
Why room 9 specifically?
I don't know. But just exam room 9 was the one he picked.
All right, man.
On March 1st, Angela took a trip to visit her family in Utah. And while there, she attended a genealogy conference with one of her sisters.
Utah. Got it.
And genealogy was something that her and her sisters actually enjoyed doing. And I know I said that she was from Kansas, but her family lives in Utah.
Hell yeah.
Like, you know. Is that what you were processing or no?
No, I was processing genealogy.
So, yeah, her and her sisters like to do genealogy. They were really into, like, mapping out their families and everything else.
Mhm.
And there was a conference happening, and they went ahead and went to it and had a great time.
Hell yeah.
While Angela's away, James is texting his side piece, Karen. Maybe she'll decide to stay gone for a long time. And then he heads back to his favorite place, exam room 9, at his dental office, where he searches how long does it take to die from arsenic poisoning. He does some research on cyanide as well as different plants that you can use to make undetectable poisons with. And this is when he discovers oleander.
Oh.
And he also puts in orders for oleander and something else as well along those lines. Spoiler alert, the oleander package gets intercepted and never delivered to him.
How do you... By
detectives, but I can't figure it. Like, I could never figure out how they did that with where he ordered it in the timeline.
Okay.
But he never gets the oleander. And also, I like saying it because it reminds me of Harry Potter.
That's my first thought. I've kept that deep in me.
No, like I was like, why do I know what that is? And I Googled it and I'm like, I know what that is because of Harry Potter.
Ollivander.
So on March 4th, Angela returns from her trip.
Mm-hmm.
That just so happens to be the same day that arsenic's delivered to the Craig household. On the same day, James books another flight for Karen to come and see him March 16th through the 20th. So, like, we haven't even got to her first trip yet.
Yeah.
Right? Right?
It's like 6 days later.
Yeah.
Literally.
And she's flying back here again from Texas. Ugh. Right. The morning of March 6th, Angela wakes up and does her morning workout like normal. While she's working out, James makes her protein shake, and after her workout, he heads off to work. James arrives a little late to work, telling his office manager that Angela wasn't feeling well, possibly because he put too much protein powder in her shake.
I bet he do.
Around 7 a.m., Angela texts him that she isn't feeling well, thinking it may be the caffeine in the shake. James reassures her that she hasn't had caffeine in a while and maybe that's it. He goes over how he made her protein shake, and that's when Angela realizes that he put in double of everything she does. So Angela just agrees, you know what, I'm feeling off because you doubled my shake this morning. It's stronger than normal. Like, it's just, like, it's a lot. You know, if you've ever had, like, too much pre-workout or something, and your body just, like, you vibrate from the inside for a while, and you just don't feel right until you remember what you did.
Yeah. I really wish caffeine would affect me like that. I could dead-ass chug a couple of, like, 5-hour energies, thinking I would get 10 hours of energy, and I can go straight to sleep. Totally fine.
Yeah.
Like, my husband, he can't have a soda after, like, 2, because he'll be up all night because of caffeine. Yeah.
What is it like to be like that?
I don't know. Like, people drink coffee in the morning for energy and, like, all this. I drink it for the taste.
I drink it to have a soul.
Hell yeah.
So Angela thinks, okay, just give it an hour or two. This is going to wear off. I'm going to be fine.
Yeah.
Then Angela's stomach starts to hurt. Like it's starting to hurt more. Really bad. Then her head starts to hurt and she starts to feel dizzy and really kind of off, and not in a I had too much caffeine and her body feels like it's moving in slow motion and her eyes can't focus. So James offers to come home, but Angela says that she's just going to try to sit with the girls and wait for this to wear off.
Okay.
Throughout the morning, James is asking her if she's okay. Has she taken her blood pressure? Does she feel nauseous? If she wants him to bring her food or magnesium to help her. And Angela just kind of snaps at him and was like, I can't take my blood pressure. I'm not hungry. I'm so nauseous. I feel like I'm going to throw up. I can't move. I feel like I'm moving in a thick jail. My head's dizzy. My eyes can't focus. And she just goes, I feel like I'm drugged.
Period.
And James simply responds, I know given our history that must be triggering, but just for the record, I didn't drug you. I am really worried though.
What the fuck is that supposed to mean? Given our history?
Okay, let me explain. About 5 or 6 years prior to this, James drugged Angela while she was sleeping. And when she found out about it, he said he did it so that she wouldn't wake up and try to stop him from lethally injecting himself and killing himself.
Ew.
So he told her that he drugged her
To kill
so that he could go into the bathroom and kill himself and she wouldn't wake up to interrupt him.
What a fucking loser. All of the symptoms she's having, though, to a point, is like the same symptoms I had, and that's how I found out I was allergic to prednisone.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was bad.
So eventually James comes home and takes Angela to Parker Adventist Hospital, where Angela has her blood work done, an MRI, a CT, but nothing is found, and nothing explains all of the symptoms. So they send her home. Of course, during this time, James is texting his side piece, Karen, that for the record, he will never drug her. Which is like a wild thing for you to be texting. Like you have now texted 2 women in one day that you didn't drug them.
Huh.
So once James gets Angela home, and he does what any loving husband and father would do, he leaves her to head back to work.
Oh, period.
After office hours are over, the only person left in the office was the office manager, Caitlin Romero. She definitely thought it was weird that James was there, considering his wife had just gotten out of the hospital. She wasn't going to ask him what he was doing there, but James offered it up. He said he just needed to get away for a minute. And when Caitlin went to leave, she saw that the lights were off in James' office, so she figured he'd left without her seeing him. But then she spotted James in exam room 9, using the computer in the dark, and she definitely made a mental note of how weird it was, considering he had a computer in his office. While she was driving home, she received a text from James saying that he would be receiving a personal package and to just put it in his office and not open it. Sam, I knew you would love this episode because of the amount of Google searches.
I do love Google searches.
So what was Jamesy Poo searching for? Just hours after his wife was released from the hospital?
What the fuck did he end up buying?
Tetrahydrazine.
Tetrahydrazine.
Do you know what that is?
I feel like it's something that I've taken.
Eye drops. It's the main ingredient in eye drops. So
I learned about this from Wedding Crashers.
Yep, Googling tetrahydrazine. I will say it one day. Poisoning timeline. Visine ? Then he orders. Oh, sorry. This is where he ordered the oleandrin from Odok Bioscience. So this is, sorry, I was a little too early on the oleandrin earlier in this.
Vendors.
I was a little early.
It's okay.
So he orders it the day after she gets out the hospital. This is when the oleandrin's ordered.
Okay.
I feel like he's just stockpiling poisons and hoping that he'll find the right combination here.
That's gross.
The following day, March 7th, Angela still feels sick, and she ends up going to urgent care because she felt like the hospital wasn't doing much to help her. She has one of her oldest daughters take her, and James stays at work. Urgent care takes her blood, does all the labs, but once again, everything comes back normal. Her symptoms aren't adding up to anything that can be diagnosed, so once again, Angela is sent home.
Bro, I hate the American healthcare system. You know how I fucking feel about that shit right now.
Yeah.
Ugh.
By the time James gets home that night, Angela still isn't feeling well, and she's frustrated. Her and James kind of get into a bit of a heated discussion, and where she kind of blames him for her lack of care at the hospital, saying that once James told nurses that she has a suicidal history, they stopped listening to her, and nothing was helping after that. James claimed he was just trying to help, and that's when Angela says, "Everyone knows I would kill you before I ever killed myself." And kind of in like a laughing matter, we have a video clip of this.
She showed it to me.
I might insert that right here.
Do it.
Okay.
Nobody in their right mind would ever think I would kill myself before I killed you.
It's 8:20 at night.
Nobody.
8:20 at night on March 7th, 2023.
Name one person.
That's Angela.
They treated me like I was a suicide risk, like I did it to myself. And like nothing I said could be believed.
Like, be for real right now. Just the way that she just said that, it was kind of has that like laughing tone on the end of it.
Yeah.
Like when you look at your husband and you're like, do you hear how ridiculous you sound right now when you just said that?
Especially considering he fucking drugged her to try to kill himself or whatever the fuck.
So James has kind of been spinning this underlying narrative that she is suicidal. And he's kind of been spinning it now in front of her too. But I just think it's wild that he would say that at the hospital.
Is there any history, like actual history of it?
No actual history other than what he has said.
Okay.
The following day, James orders potassium cyanide from Midland Scientific.
Damn.
He adds a note to the order that he hopes it's in stock and he can pick it up tomorrow, March 9th. That evening, he picks up 12 packages of eye drops from King Supers.
Jesus.
On his way home.
March 9th?
Mm-hmm.
Isn't What's Her Tits supposed to be in town?
Mm-hmm. She is right now.
Oh.
Thursday, March 9th. Things take a horrible turn for Angela after drinking her morning protein shake that James made for her.
Protein shake.
Her symptoms came back worse than ever. She is dizzy, her eyes can't focus, her stomach is killing her, her head is pounding. At some point, her kids find her passed out on the floor. She tells them she's okay, she just needs to lay down for a moment. Remember, she's got littles at home.
Mm-hmm. But she's homeschooling.
Mm-hmm. A few hours later, Angela realizes she can't even walk, so she crawls across the floor until she realizes she can't get up on her own. So she goes back to Parker Adventist Hospital, where she's admitted, and she will stay for 6 days.
Did she call an ambulance herself?
One of her older kids came and got her.
Period. Hell yeah.
Over the next 6 days, James comes and goes from the hospital, usually bringing Angela food. Angela continues to get better, then she would decline rapidly. It was like every time she got a little bit better, she would take another turn downhill. Doctors were doing everything they could, but they just couldn't figure out what was wrong with her. While Angela was in the hospital, James was a very busy man. Instead of splitting his time between the hospital and his kids, he was off at a hotel with Karen, being a complete slimeball. But that's not all he was doing. He was also hounding the medical supply about the potassium cyanide order. But since he was a new customer, he had some hoops to jump through. Like, why does a dentist need potassium cyanide? He said it was for surgery. He needed it for a specific surgery.
What fucking surgery, bitch?
Finally, on March 13th, the potassium cyanide was delivered to the dental office.
Oh, God.
The office manager that day wasn't aware of James's instructions to put the box in his office, so she opened it. But once she saw the biohazard sticker and the invoice, she grabbed Caitlin, the main office manager, and she showed her, and Caitlin then realized that this was the package James had been waiting on, resealed the box, and put it on his desk in his office.
I don't know if it's just me. Like, when there's a package at my work that specifically has my boss's name on it, even if it doesn't have my boss's name on it, if it doesn't have my name on it, I don't fucking open that shit.
So when we get packages at the nail salon, I open that shit because I want to see if it's cool new nail stuff. Unless like I know Kim was ordering clothes, but I open that shit.
Huh. Interesting. Just very interesting how different like offices like work dynamics, you know?
Yeah. But also like the front office of a dental or a doctor's, like they run that bitch.
That's fair.
How many doctors really open up their own packages?
I guess. I don't know. I just like, I don't know. I feel weird opening other people's packages unless they ask me to.
Well, it's good that she didn't feel weird.
Mm-hmm.
On March 14th, Angela is released from the hospital. Doctors still didn't know what was causing her symptoms, but she was stable enough to go home to her kids in her own bed, which was all she wanted. She just wanted to go home to her kids. And that's all she'd said the whole time she was in the hospital. I just want to go be with my kids.
Okay. Did they ever piece together that she would start declining after she would eat food from home?
No.
Okay.
That evening, James gives Angela a protein shake while she Googles her symptoms and her blood work, trying to figure out what is wrong with her. By now, Angela's brother and sister are in town and staying with Angela to help with her and the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because James, you know, we're just so busy.
I'm sure the kids have said, like, oh yeah, he's not been home.
Yeah. The following morning, James gets up, makes him and Angela protein shakes, and since Angela and her brother and sister are with her, James heads off to work, knowing she's in good hands. About 9:30 a.m., James texts Angela's sister and reminds her to give Angela an antibiotic that he prescribed her for a sinus infection. By 11 a.m., Angela is being admitted to University Hospital in Denver. Angela and her brother decided it was time to try a new hospital. When Angela is admitted, her symptoms are headaches, dizziness, nausea, stomach pain. Her eyes aren't focusing. Once again, doctors begin taking blood and running tests, but everything is coming back normal. James arrives at the hospital around 2 p.m. He then goes into the bathroom before going into Angela's room for about a minute. Then he comes out of the room saying that Angela is complaining her arm is hurting. And then all the alarms start going off in Angela's room. Nurses start running everywhere. Angela suffered a seizure followed by a rapid decline that put her on life support. James then calls his office manager, Caitlin, to tell her once again he doesn't think Angela will make it through the night.
Once again?
Yeah, he did this the first time she went to the hospital. As soon as Caitlin gets off the phone, she calls Jacqueline, another office manager at a partnering dental practice.
Jay Quillen.
Yep, and tells her about this delivery and that Angela's symptoms match being poisoned by potassium cyanide. But she wanted to make sure that that didn't sound all crazy, because who could do something like that to their wife? That call confirmed it for her. She wasn't crazy.
Smell her breath.
Right, that's what I was thinking this whole time.
Someone smell her fucking breath.
But I also don't know if potassium cyanide would smell different than normal cyanide. I don't know.
Because that's what he used was potassium cyanide.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But
any type of cyanide will give you the almond scent.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Thank you. We did an episode that taught you guys that.
Science.
But this call confirmed it for Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't crazy. This is something that could actually be happening. But James had already lied to her once. She couldn't trust him. So she called his partner at the dental office, Ryan Redford. Ryan and his wife just so happened to be on their way to the hospital to see Angela and support James. When Caitlin called them, she explained the package delivery and James being in exam room 9 late at night, and how Angela's symptoms matched with potassium cyanide poisoning. Ryan listened carefully and thanked Caitlin for the information. Ryan immediately knew something was off, and there was absolutely no need for potassium cyanide in any dental procedure, ever.
That's crazy.
So once at the hospital, Ryan pulled James aside to talk to him about the package that was delivered to the dental office.
Mm-hmm.
James told him, "Oh, I got a ring for Angela, and I just didn't want her to open it at home." Then James steps away to take a phone call, and Ryan took this opportunity to pull aside a nurse and tell her everything. Maybe Angela's life could be saved if they finally knew what was causing the symptoms. At this point, Angela was attracting the attention of every doctor in the hospital from every specialty. Everyone was trying to solve this mystery. I'm talking, if you were in another part of the hospital, you were coming to look at Angela's charts, to look at her stuff. I mean, it was like Grey's Anatomy up in here.
Oh, my mind instantly went house.
Oh, yeah. Well, like, you know, at Grey's Anatomy, how, like, you get ortho over here on a cardio thing for no freaking reason? That's what we were doing. All right, and we're at University Hospital in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a teaching hospital. So we got students cracking. I mean, we got students who are learning things, cracking books. And they cannot figure it out.
Yeah.
Even with Angela on life support, she seemed to be crashing over and over again, randomly at that. No rhyme or reason. It took some time for the labs to come back, but once they did with signs of cyanide, they began to administer a drug to possibly reverse the effects of the potassium cyanide. A forensic nurse called the police to come and investigate once poisoning was suspected. There's actually a 911 call of that too. But yeah, I also didn't know forensic nurses were a thing. Like, I knew that they were a thing, but I didn't know that they were in a hospital at all times.
I didn't know that.
Basically, the nurse pulled in a forensics nurse.
Yeah.
The forensic nurse looked at everything and went, oh yeah, and called 911 to report it to have officers come out.
Period.
Unfortunately, police would never get to talk to Angela to hear anything she had to say. They only had doctors and nurse accounts paired with her brother and sister's word of what had been going on.
Mm-hmm.
March 18th at 4:29 p.m., Angela was pronounced brain dead and taken off of life support.
Damn.
Where was James during all of this?
Where was James during?
Because he was only popping into the hospital for very brief amounts of time, claiming he had work.
What day was this?
This is like the time that she's in. This is March the 16th, 17th, and 18th.
Oh.
Oh, you know when another trip from Karen is happening?
Yeah.
Because in reality, James wasn't working. He was with his side piece at a hotel. In fact, that is where he was the very evening after Angela was taken off of life support, instead of being at home with his children who just lost their mother. He claimed he just couldn't sleep in their bed or be in their house. It was too painful, so he spent the night in a hotel.
Who agreed to take her off life support? Had to have been him.
I believe it was him. Obviously, he wasn't going to fight that because I thought that happened a little quickly, but she was pronounced brain dead, and that happened. I have read reports where he was not at the hospital when they physically removed her from life support.
Okay.
But I didn't really know how that could be possible because he has to approve it. So I didn't really put, he's just not really present. I think he was present when that part happened.
You can approve it and then leave. You don't technically have to be there when it happens. But legally, you do not have to be there. Legally, they have to have approval.
Yes. So I'm almost positive that he did do the approval, but I do not have a for certain where he was when it happened because I've read both.
He was probably balls deep into Karen.
But also, there's a whole bunch of information, other stuff out here on this, so somebody can probably find it.
Period. I'm sure it's known.
Yes, but it's just not even public. Between trial stuff and documents, I couldn't really find an exact Dateline.
Yeah.
I think Dateline said he wasn't there, and 48 Hours said that he was. So I don't, you know what I mean? It doesn't really matter too much, but the gist of it is he was spending time with Karen in a hotel while his wife was getting pulled off life support and that evening and not supporting his kids either.
Yeah.
That's the gist of that. He's just dirty.
Clearly, he only thinks with one head.
James the lag on that, guys. James was absolutely not allowing any testing to be done on Angela after her death, even though her sister and oldest daughter were insisting on it, just in case whatever was wrong with Angela was genetic. She was they were looking out for the kids. James responded that if they couldn't figure it out while Angela was alive, then why do they get to poke and prod her when she's dead? And what makes you think they'd be able to figure it out then?
Because it's less invasive. I mean, it's still invasive, but it's not. But not the risk of killing.
But what a dick response!
That is a dick response. Why wouldn't
it be easier to figure it out in death because you can take apart all the organs. You can literally examine from the inside out and test everything and cut things into pieces and her organs, I'm talking. You can really do it.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, we know why.
Yes.
And
he also wanted her cremated as soon as possible.
Oh, of course he did.
Here's one. Here's a new one for you guys. Fortunately.
Holy shit.
Fortunately.
I've never had this feeling before.
I know, it's weird.
Fortunately.
Police had a head start on investigating all of this before Angela even passed away.
Period.
Before Angela even passed, they talked to Ryan, who, come to find out, was more than just his business partner. Ryan massively bailed James's business out by taking over half the practice after James mishandled business funds, to put it nicely.
Oh.
In reality, James was blowing through money at casinos and on sugar babies. He was in serious financial troubles, which is why he was working all the time. Angela was okay with him being at work while she was so sick.
Mm-hmm.
There wasn't a fight over how much he had to work. In fact, there's text messages of her encouraging him to not miss work because he can't.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Angela was necessarily privy to the financial aspect of it, or if he was more spinning it that he had all these patients and he's constantly booked and all this and he can't miss it. And maybe he even made Ryan look a little bad.
I have a feeling it's going to be the latter of the two. And I'm saying that specifically if she's just a stay-at-home wife, I guarantee you.
But she was all up in the inner workings of that business until she stayed home.
Yes. So she wasn't involved in it anymore. She most likely didn't have access. Oh, she probably had access, but never looked into their financial situation. She was too busy taking care of the kids, taking care of herself, taking care of.
Yeah. You have 6 kids. That's a lot.
Yeah. Granted, only 4 of them are home, but that's still 4 fucking kids you're taking care of.
Listen, the older my kid gets, the more I understand the phrase that your kids need you more once they turn 18 and get out the house than they ever did when they lived in the house. And I was like, that is such crap and whatever. I watch my clients whose kids are turning 18 and going out of the house, and I'm like, dear God, you have to do more now than you ever did. And it's so much all the time. So those 2 kids out the house equaled all 4 of them kids in the house. So I know that woman was running all the time.
Oh, I guarantee it. Yeah. So I'm just saying, she most likely did not look into their financial side of it.
No. And I have a feeling that she might have started to stay home when Ryan came in to take a half partner because she was very involved in all the things. And then she was. So, I could feel like there was a little sleight of hand there on James's part. Ryan also told detectives how James lied about what was in the package and that there was no need for potassium cyanide for any dental procedure. He told everything.
As he should. As you should.
Speaking of Ryan.
Ryan. Do we like Ryan?
We love Ryan.
Love Ryan.
After Angela died, Ryan texted James and told him that he knows what was in the package and that it wasn't a ring. And James responds by asking him to not talk to the police and that it's not what it looks like. He can explain. There's so much more happening behind the scenes that he just doesn't know about. I'm talking, it's so there's screenshots in the affidavit of this, and it's a whole thing, and then the next one, it's one continuous message that takes 3-4 screenshots to get through about him telling Ryan, he's such a good friend, and if their friendship means anything, and blah, 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 don't talk to the police, he'll explain later, and he'll, all of this, right?
So he's panic texting.
Yeah. Not only that, but detectives were able to go back and retest all the blood samples that had been taken from Angela because they were still being stored at the time and had not been sent off to be destroyed yet.
Period.
And that gave them a clear map of when the poisonings were happening and confirmed that the cyanide was continuing to be administered while Angela was in the hospital.
Called it.
On March 19th, the day after Angela is pronounced dead, James arrives home, because he was at the hotel. James arrives home to find police waiting for him with a search warrant, as well as a warrant for his arrest in the first-degree murder of his wife, Angela Craig. Within 24 hours of Angela's death, James is arrested for her murder. Also, I believe that this arrest affidavit takes the cake for being the longest one we have, 53 pages. Now, most of them were text messages, but still.
Because he was sending Bibles.
We have a 53-page arrest affidavit within 24 hours of her death.
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild.
We've had more and more time, and a prosecutor or DA be like, no.
Yeah.
So once James is arrested, he writes what they call his manifesto.
Oh, no.
Where he lays out everything that happened. which is what I told you above, except his version has a little twist to it.
Oh.
He was searching poisons for Angela because she wanted to commit suicide.
What?
But she couldn't bring herself to do it, so she asked him to research poisons and then do it for her. He laid out that she had attempted suicide in the past, and he found her and saved her multiple times, but he never wanted to report it.
I hate people, dude.
On March 27th, the man had been in jail for all of 8 days.
Oh, no.
And he is asking a fellow inmate to deep fake a video of Angela asking him to buy poison so he can stage a false suicide narrative.
To do a fake video?
Yeah, like a deep fake of Angela.
Uh-huh.
And, like, obviously this stays, like, super quiet, right?
Totally.
Now, it comes out at his bond hearing, and his bond was set at $10 million.
10 mil?
Oh, dang. October 2023. So we're going to jump from March to October. I mean, yeah. James pleaded not guilty to the initial murder charges against him. Shocking. If you thought that James got to work quick in his first 8 days in jail, see what he was up to from June of 2023 to April of 2024. So just shy of a year, okay?
10 months, babe.
Just a little over a year after James was arrested for the first-degree murder of his wife, prosecutors added 5 new felony charges. This included 2 counts of solicitation to commit tampering with physical evidence, 2 counts of solicitation to commit perjury, and 1 count of solicitation to commit first-degree murder. These charges stemmed from allegations that he tried to hire fellow inmates to plant evidence, get his daughter to lie on the stand, and even kill the lead detective in this case.
Hello?
You see, within days of being in jail, letters started showing up at the Craig house for his daughters. James was asking them to bail out an inmate he just met. He was asking them to do things like get preloaded Visa cards. And he wanted that inmate bailed out so that he could try to put a hit on a lead detective. He asked his daughters to also make deepfake videos of Angela, trying to get them to help stage the suicide theory.
This might just be like pure ignorant bliss on my end. What the fuck is a deepfake video?
You know where like they make the AI videos of the person and it looks like they're actually talking or saying something?
Got it.
So it'd be a video of Angela basically saying that she's like asking James to find this stuff and this is what she wants to do.
Got it. So like when my uncle sends me a video of a picture of us singing happy birthday, it's so stupid.
Yes, but way better than that.
Okay, good. Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. I get fooled by some of these fucking AI videos. Dude.
Some of them are really good. And then I send them and someone's like, that's AI. And I'm like, I hate you.
Like, the thing is, I don't give a fuck if it's AI. I'm having a great time.
The kids didn't really know what to do with all of this. But they did do the right thing and they handed all of this over.
Good.
And even though they could see all the things their dad was doing in jail, they still kept saying they wanted to hear it all at trial to make their own decision. I get it. It's confusing. This is your dad your whole life. You don't want to believe that he could do something like this. You're learning a lot of new information about your dad all the time. And this is also unfolding. And he's also asking you to do weird things. I get it. You kind of have to, let's see all the sides to this. Let's hear it out.
Yeah.
I understand.
Like, because they're all, like, even the oldest are most likely still, the oldest they can be is like 20.
Yeah, they're like college age.
Yeah. So even then, like, you're still so young. You're still so, like, impressionable. So you don't know what's real. And, like, if someone was to come to me and be like, hey, man, your dad killed your mom. Now, how am I supposed to believe that?
Their son, because he's older, he put it this way. He goes, I lost my mom, and 3 days later, I lost my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's like, I didn't have enough time to, they don't have enough time to grab onto something.
Yeah.
So I understand where these kids sat.
Well, and then it's just like the Betsy episode where the kids turned against Russ, and it was just because of what the media is putting out. And like we saw what the media was putting out.
Oh, and when he got arrested, the media went nuts. So there is a radio DJ in Denver. Homeboy started a podcast basically because James was his dentist. He legitimately opened Facebook and went, "That's my fucking dentist. No way." And then he was reporting on this shit constantly, like on the radio, on the podcast. There's 2 different radio DJs in Denver who went to him and latched onto this, and they were like, "This is my fucking dentist." Like, he's in the Dateline or the 48 Hours episode. He goes, "That's my dentist." I was like, oh my God. Yeah. So, like, the media was running with this.
Oh, I bet.
And then all the stupid shit that happened after he's in jail, like, it just...
Yeah. And who knows what the family is saying to the kids on top of it, too. Like, we don't know. Like, you don't know what happens behind closed doors. So who knows what's being said to these kids, what's being put into their heads.
Like, well, we're going to have an idea.
Please tell me.
We'll get into that a little later. But yeah, it's... Yeah.
Yeah, they're young fucking kids.
Just remember, Tony knows everything. The sister Tony.
Sister.
And she's in town staying with them.
Period.
Oh, yeah. Tony knows everything.
Mm-hmm.
November 21st, 2024, the day of jury selection. James's high-profile attorney, Harvey Steinberg, abruptly withdrew from the case, citing irreconcilable conflict, as Craig insisted on a course of action the attorney believed was criminal or fraudulent. And I'm going to guess all that stemmed from the charges and actions that I just told you about. Apparently, James was still trying to witness tamper and put hits out and do stuff like that. And, like, he was trying to get his lawyer to go with it. And this guy's like, "I'm fucking done. I'm out. I can't do this." Unfortunately, his attorney withdrawing held up the case.
I thought we got past this, Jackie. You said fortunately.
I did.
You gave me a sliver of hope.
I did. I'm sorry. No, I took it away. But with new counsel, trial began July 15th, 2025.
I was there. I wasn't. I was at work, but I remember seeing it pop up.
During the trial, jailhouse witnesses testified about his plots to kill the investigator and have others testify falsely. Other witnesses included Ryan Redford, Caitlin, the office manager, the oldest of the Craig children, and of course, James Sugar Babies and his side piece took the stand. I think it was like at least 2 Sugar Babies and Karen took the stand.
Hell yeah.
And investigators added the cherry on top with video surveillance of James in the kitchen making Angela shakes, clearly adding in extra substances. They have video of James going into the bathroom at the hospital and returning with what looks like a syringe in his hands just moments before Angela's final crash. While everyone is rushing to Angela's side, James is seen walking down a hallway that is a dead end with only a locked door and a sharps box. Then he is seen going back into Angela's room with nothing in his hands.
Oh, he was disposing of something.
And just to make it extra sweet, prosecution showed the $4 million in life insurance policies that James was the sole beneficiary of.
Oh.
And they followed that up with the financial crisis that James was putting his family into that Angela had no idea about. His spending and gambling was getting out of hand. He wanted his new side piece to come and visit, and so he needed Angela out of the way while Karen was in town. All the poisonings coincided with Karen's visits to Colorado.
That's true.
And do you remember that antibiotic that James texted Tony, Angela's sister, to make sure that she took? Yeah. So those were empty capsules in a prescription bottle that James filled with cyanide.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
And so she actually took a dose, and that's what sent her into the hospital on the final day.
I had a feeling. Also, okay, how do you have a gambling addiction in Colorado? There's literally 2 places.
Well, he was going to Vegas. I know, we do have Cripple Creek and Blackhawk. That's understandable.
Yeah, I'm just saying, those are so out of the way.
Well, when you live in Aurora, Blackhawk's not that
Blackhawk's not that far. Actually, yeah, you're right.
Cripple Creek for me is like a 35-minute drive.
That's fair. From here, it's like an hour. It's not terrible.
For me, I just like go 30 minutes up the mountain. I'm in Cripple Creek.
Ugh, it's so fun. I don't know, like, maybe he's also, like, super into sports betting or some shit. That shit's...
Probably.
There's so many people addicted to it, and then they get other people addicted to it.
Well, when you're spending $20,000, $30,000 in, like, 6 months on Sugar Babies...
That too. I mean, hey, Them girls get your bank.
I'm sure the defense would have done a better job at defending James if one of his attorneys didn't get arrested for arson because he set his own house on fire. And that almost caused a whole ass other delay because his attorneys were married at the time, still are married, but luckily the wife stayed and finished out the trial. And so trial stayed on track because homeboy went to jail and that was half of his defense team. And that happened in July. And I don't know if it happened right before trial, during trial, or what. But James's only defense was just to keep repeating that Angela was suicidal and he was helping her.
What the fuck? The fuck?
Yeah, guys, and then just to sprinkle some fun on top of this, Sky Lazaro from Barry Morphew's original arrest, she was his legal representation. She's on the Dateline episode talking about how James is innocent. I mean, he didn't poison his wife. They can't really prove that. And she kind of like makes herself a self-expert in like husbands who poison their wives, I guess.
She's a poison expert.
Yeah,
I bet you fucking are.
I started throwing things at my TV whenever she came on it because I was like, I hate you so much.
I'm so sorry.
We played a clip of her in Suzanne Morphew's episode.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. We did. I don't like her. But yes, that's just a fun little sprinkle. Okay. On July 30th, after 2 days of deliberating, totaling 9 hours.
2 days?
Yeah, so it was like a Monday night.
Oh.
So like they finished on like an afternoon and they deliberated for a couple hours. I think it was like 4 hours. And then they went home and then they came back the next day.
Got it. And probably deliberated throughout the day.
For like 5 hours. It was like 9 total. They unanimously found James guilty of first-degree murder, solicitation to commit first-degree murder. That was for attempting to hire an inmate to kill the lead detective in the case. 2 counts of solicitation to commit tampering with physical evidence, and 2 counts of solicitation to commit perjury in the first degree, asking his daughter to falsely testify. He was sentenced to life in prison without parole, because that's Colorado's favorite sentence.
Yeah, because they took away death penalty.
As of August, he has already asked for an appeal, which is not surprising because they all do this. All of them do it. Like I said earlier, the eldest of the Craig children testified at trial, as well as making victim statements during sentencing.
Period.
And I'm not using any names, even if they are published, because they still need to live normal lives. I don't care if they're adults or not.
Mm-hmm. Like, I understand this may not seem as big as, like, Gannon and Suzanne Morphew and a couple of the other Colorado ones that we've brought up. This shit was big, like, especially around trial. And especially in Aurora, where this family was very, very, very involved in their community. A lot of people know these kids. And I'm not making this worse. No, hell no. All of the kids felt used and manipulated by their dad after his arrest. The instant request to get on the dark web and to help make deepfake videos, asking to help get Visa cards and send them to people or help bail someone out. It was also confusing to them. This wasn't the dad they knew. And they had just lost their mom. And then days later, their dad. They needed guidance, not manipulation. 6 children lost a mother way too soon and are also fatherless due to his own actions. 5 daughters and a son now without their best friend, the one they always went to for advice, the one who was excited to become a grandma one day, the one who held them tight and wiped away their tears, a mother who will never get to see her children get married and become parents of their own, all the missed proms and graduations. For what? Because their dad couldn't get a divorce or stop blowing all the money on other women and having affairs? Could keep his dick in his pants. So many lives destroyed because one man couldn't just man up and walk away. Instead, his image shattered in their minds forever, and a community is forever broken. I'm sorry. I get so mad, like, every time I think about it. Like, every time I think about the fact that this man could have just gotten a fucking divorce like he was telling everybody he was doing. Yeah. And just walked away. He could have done it. Instead of talking about it, he literally just could have fucking done it. Yes. So, I think it's time to move on to my favorite part of the episode. Tell me all about her. All about Angela. And I want to start with how the oldest Craig daughter described her mother as a vibrant and active, optimistic person who loved being a mom. She was making plans for the future, including her forever home. She wanted to build her forever home in Montana with large wood shop because as if this woman didn't do enough. She loved woodworking. Bro, I could never. Good for her. I love woodworking too. I like to be a carpenter. Your
Oh, yeah.
pumpkins are in my bathroom.
You do have my little...
She made pumpkins.
She was incredible. She loved being hands-on and crafty and always making stuff and doing things. And she's had this big dream to just have her own piece of paradise in Montana. She was excited to become a grandmother one day. All of this just contradicted everything their dad was saying. They said that their mom would never take her own life. Ever. She loved life and living every day as a mom, and being with her girls at home is what she loved the most. Angela loved to travel, and they often traveled with their friends. She loved life and adventure and had a more the merrier spirit. You know, there was never enough people. You could always add a chair to that table. The neighborhood used to say that there was always food out, because the garage door was always open. There was always snacks. There was always drinks. Everybody was welcome. It didn't matter who you were.
I learned something this past weekend, actually, as someone who is not from a large family. When you marry into a very large family that came from an even larger family, so on and so forth, Grammy literally had food out at all times. We were only at her house for not even a day and a half, and she made 5 different desserts. And so when you come from a big family, your table is full.
Oh,
it doesn't matter who the hell is coming and how long they're staying.
All the time. I'm glad that you brought that up. I'm going to come back up to what I was saying, and I got to skip down here for this. Angela had a huge family. She was the youngest of 10 kids. So there was never a dull or quiet moment growing up in her family. She loved the chaos and loved that her large family loved what her large family offered her growing up. So it made total sense that she had 6 kids and became that hangout house and became that, yes. So the food out all the time and constantly having that. Yeah, yes. You resonate with that. She had such a good wit and a great sense of humor, hence the getting the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah.
Out of Dodge City by getting married. That's our kind of humor. I feel like she would have fit right in on the middle of this couch with us
and
all times.
I know at the time it was a joke when she said, "I would kill you before I killed myself."
Yeah, because you could hear the
shit that we
tone.
would say.
That was such a okay, you know how men tell women to calm down?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, the perfect counterpart to a man is, did that make you feel better? Are you done now? Those are the counterparts, by the way. The way that she said that is the way that we talk to our husbands when we're absolutely fucking over their shit.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Nobody would believe that I would kill myself before I killed you. Please step to this right now.
Yeah.
It was the exact tone she had. And then also, do you want to know where else I know that we would just vibe with her? She loved a good food truck and a good mystery show.
Fuck yes.
Right? Angela, you could have hung out with us. We would have chilled.
You would have loved our live show.
Yeah. Oh my God. She would. The woodworking and
that's what I'm saying.
She would have loved it.
She would have loved our live show. Let's find her daughter and invite her.
Okay. So there is definitely a giant hole in the community now that Angela is gone. She is greatly missed by so many people, and her legacy, however, lives on in the good people that she was surrounded by in life and even in her death. And I have to commend the people in Angela's life who did the right thing and stood up and said something, knowing that it meant their friend could get arrested. Yep. They didn't cover for James or make excuses. They acted quickly and did what was right, even though it was probably an incredibly hard thing to do. It was because of these friends the police were able to investigate so quickly and go back and get labs tested before they could be destroyed.
Hell yeah.
I can confidently say that because of Caitlin and Ryan's quick thinking and actions, we got justice for Angela Craig.
Hell yeah, we did.
And anybody is honored to be their friends. We say it over and over again, all of us would do the right thing. We all say that we'd instantly do the right thing. But when it comes down to your business partner or your friend, could you accuse them of poisoning and murdering their wife?
Bro, deadass, if I found out something about you, I don't know if I...
could you...
honestly.
How hard of an internal fight would it be for you? Is Mike this person?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I know you guys don't know the dynamic between us and her husband. I knew her husband before I knew her.
Yes, she helped. She is so much of a key part in getting me and my husband together that my daughter claims that she is the actual birther and mother of her. Mike and I did nothing. She's responsible for it all. I get this all the time.
I wasn't even in the state when it
You
happened.
weren't.
But hey, go me.
But you get all the credit. It's great. Pay child support soon. I'm broke. But
I'll just have her for like sleepovers.
But yeah,
think
I
that's
don't.
good enough.
Would you be able to confidently sit here and accuse Mike of that?
No,
It would be so incredibly hard. Like when I read that part that it was his office manager and his business partner that did this. And I mean, I can't send you enough gift baskets. I could send you a gift basket every day for the rest of your life, and it would not be enough for what you did.
Yeah.
It's if you see something, say something. It might not save a life every time, but it damn sure can get justice.
Like, also, just imagine if Caitlin was the office manager. Was she the one that he told her, put that in my office, don't open it?
Yeah.
Who was the lady who opened it?
It was the other lady in the office.
Imagine Jay Quellen.
No, Jay Quellen worked at the other one, and that's who what was the other girl's name? I forget what the other girl's name is.
Anyway.
But there's multiple office managers in there. Caitlin's the main one. Jacqueline is at a like a sister dental office.
Got it. Just imagine though, if Caitlin was the one that got that package and she just put it in his office.
She didn't open it.
Yeah, who would have known? I'm not crediting Ryan because he definitely had a big part of it. But Caitlin is the start of that. She's the one that called Ryan. She's the one that saw the package. She's the one that said, saw him in the office in room 9 and saw all of this shit. She's the main one that ultimately had to turn her boss in.
Ryan, I have to give him so much because he took that phone call on the way to the hospital. His wife was sitting right there. We got to give his wife credit too, because his wife also, I believe, is in the dental world as well.
Period.
And she even was listening to this whole phone call and was like, this is not, they got off the phone. They discussed it on the way to the hospital. And for him to have that moment with James and James to be like, oh yeah, it was a ring. And for him in that, 5 seconds, he took that and went, nope. I mean, talk about a gut feeling, a gut instinct. I
think when you have a moment like that, though, if I was to have a moment like that with Mike, I trust
where you see a blatant lie.
Yes, I trust my intuition. My intuition is scary.
Her intuition really is scary.
My intuition is fucking scary. It's I feel like that's so Raven. Sometimes, I'm not going to lie to you. If I was to have that moment and know, it would be different.
Yeah.
So having those moments is very different than just hearing something.
Yeah. There's so many twists and turns and shocks in this case. We knew the headlines.
Yeah.
We knew the headlines. I knew that he had tried to put a hit out on somebody when he was in jail. I remember hearing that.
I don't remember.
I remember hearing that around trial and being like, oh, I was watching some of this trial. I didn't think I was ever actually going to do this episode because there was so much on it and I felt like it was so complicated and so much to it. And then I was like, you know what? I was listening, Court TV. And I watched a little 5-minute overview video or something from trial and everything. And I went, wait, time out. Oh my God, hold on. And I was like, no. I'm doing this now. This is insane. And by the way, I don't know why I keep doing poisoning cases. I don't know why I keep doing poisoning cases. Insulin, I've done 3 of those.
Dude, she's been bringing my coffee every time we record.
Hey, it ain't a protein shake.
It's not juice. It's a protein shake.
Anyway, do you have any more thoughts?
I have a lot of thoughts, but none that are going to add any value to.
Do you guys have any more thoughts? We have the discussion post. There's the comments. There's the review section. Please use it. Hit that follow, subscribe button, you guys. We have a lot of cool, fun things coming for you. We are going to have our live show stuff going out soon.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be awesome. Please don't forget to go get your holiday merch or just merch in general.
Yes.
Please use the discount code. Discount code is not just for holiday merch. You can use it for literally any merch.
Yes.
I'm sorry, our tumblers are sold out.
Yes, we're working on making new ones. I just discovered that the supplier for these does not have any more in stock.
No mas.
So I'm going to remove them from the website. I'm really sorry. And we are going to design you guys better ones. So if you have any ideas about what kind of tumblers you would like, I really like these ones because they were super cute and matte. But I do think that they have like a Stanley type one we can design and some other ones. So
Look into it.
we're going to look at it, and maybe you'll see some new cups coming up here soon. So make sure you're following us on the socials, because when we do make a new item of merch, we do like to post it out there. I promise you guys I will hit publish this time instead of last time we released a merch collection and I posted it all over social media. And
we didn't hit.
3 weeks later, Sam informed me it wasn't published on the website. So we'll do that.
Yeah. We will do that. With that, our live show is going to be January 30th. It's going to be amazing. I have the best episode for it.
Yep, Sam's doing an episode. It's going to be a Friday this time, so we can all get turned. Raise the roof. Anyway, Powers and Constitution, Painting with Twist. It's a DIY night. Check the description box below to see if we already have a link in there for you guys to buy tickets. We cannot wait. It's going to be so much fun. It's going to be really cool. And we love it. We love seeing all you guys. We love spending a night with you. It's wonderful.
By the next time that, like by next week's episode, this is going to be completely different. I mean, kind of, not completely.
Yes.
But we're adding some stuff, so it's not like a blank ass wall behind
we're
us.
Getting
with
there.
Like a couple things. It's going to be cute. It's
Blame Amazon shipping.
Also, because we are still working in this new studio and we're trying to figure out all of our new equipment and everything like that, if it sounds weird, thank you for the people who did say in the one episode that Jackie sounded echoey. Please keep letting us know if something sounds weird, looks weird. Let us know, because we're learning. We're learning new system, new setup. Our producer is unfortunately moving away from us. Not just like, oh, down the road. No, she fucking leaving
across the pond.
And so we're trying to figure this out ourselves.
We're working on it. We're getting there. I think we're doing a pretty good job.
I think so too. So if something sounds weird, looks weird, if there's something else you guys want to see, let us know, man.
Yes, please let us know.
Don't be fucking assholes about it, though.
Yeah. We like constructive criticism, not just criticism.
Yeah. I still might cry.
We will cry.
No, I won't.
I will cry. You guys watch me cry almost every week whenever I talk about our victims.
She just started almost crying.
I can't listen. I don't know. Like, I can write these things, I can do it, but as soon as I start talking about like a mom missing out on something or not being there, we done. Look, I've even got a little. I can't. I love my kid, man. I love being a mom, and it would destroy me to not see that.
Oh my God, I have to show you her Christmas present.
Oh my God, I can't wait. On that note, I'm going to go look at my kid's Christmas present before she can see it. Yeah. And we will see you all next week.
Yes. Have a very lovely week. Have a very safe week. Please stop killing each other. Please be safe. Lock your fucking doors. We'll see you guys later. Okay. Love you. Bye.